Welcome to Street News, the #1 destination for your local and global tech news made in Miami. I'm Liam Fabre.
And I'm Sophia Vitello.
AT&T is preparing to spin off its media business and merge it with Discovery, according to people with knowledge of the matter. AT&T purchased Discovery a little over 3 years ago for a whopping $85 billion. The idea is to compete with Discovery's reality TV empire with AT&T's vast media holdings, building a business that could compete with streaming giants like Netflix and Disney+. It seems like everyone is trying to get a piece of that Netflix giant subscriber base, so Netflix should watch their back. AT&T is coming for blood, just like Fia here is trying to get my job.
No, Liam, we have the same job.
Yeah, but I'm better at it.
Okay. Life on Mars seems to feel more real every day. This week, an international team of scientists and academics submitted plans to the Mars Society to build NUA, the first proposed city for Mars. The team says life on the red planet depends on finding solutions to 4 key factors: infrastructure, sustainability, shelter, and life support. That sounds a lot like the problems we face here on Earth. And guess what? We haven't solved any of them yet. So how about instead of building a space station on Mars, they focus on infrastructure on our planet, and we start by fixing the potholes on my street.
Reversing videos is a feature that is quite popular on most social media apps, but on Snapchat, users seem to be having a hard time finding it. For that reason, how to reverse videos on Snapchat has been trend searching. No need to fear, Streen is here to help. Once you've filmed your video on Snap, swipe to the left until you see your video play in reverse. From there, you can share with your friends or save it to your camera roll. Is this really the news today? You know, I didn't go to journalism school for 4 years to report this kind of garbage. Whatever, go film your videos backwards, kids, I quit.
Microsoft is conducting an independent investigation into alleged reports that Bill Gates sought to initiate an intimate relationship with a company employee in the year 2000. This comes just weeks after Bill and Melinda Gates filed for divorce after 27 years of marriage. Some sources are now speculating that this investigation into Mr. Gates' office romances may have led to his decision to leave the Microsoft board last year. Gates has denied these claims, so let's go over the facts for a moment here. Gates tries to sleep with some of the women in his office. The company investigates him, he leaves the board, then we find out that he's been having affairs for 30 years, and he hangs out with Jeffrey Epstein, then his wife divorces him. And what does Bill say? It's all a coincidence? Sure, Bill. Sounds like a big coincidence to me.
Remember Redbox, those red vending machines in grocery stores that allow you to rent DVDs? Well, if you thought they were long gone, think again. Redbox is still kicking, and turns out they plan to go public. Apparently, people with poor internet connections still use the service, and the company is surprisingly worth a whopping $693 million. As I'm reporting this, I can't even believe what I'm saying. What's the next story going to be? That Blockbuster is going public and they're worth $800 billion? What else? Hummers are the most sold car in America? This is starting to sound like fake news.
There's a reason esports pros are called athletes. When professional gamer Mendo Hakanson was drafted by the Houston Outlaws to play Overwatch professionally, he thought his gaming dreams had come true. He was then forced to practice Overwatch in a windowless room all day long. His ability to stream was greatly reduced by his contract. Ultimately, Mendo decided to become a full-time content creator instead. He can make more money and be his own boss. While esports increases in popularity, the future for content creators seems to be in independent influencing. Maybe I should quit Stream and make my own news instead.
Fia, I think the only reason people watch Stream News is to see me. Nobody's gonna watch you do the news alone.
That is absolutely not true. I'm definitely the fan favorite here. Come on, guys, tell us, who's your favorite anchor?
And speaking of esports, just because you're not athletic doesn't mean you can't get a sports scholarship. For young gamers who want to turn their hobby into a profession, some colleges are beginning to offer scholarships for esports. The top 3 colleges are University of California, Irvine, Miami University in Ohio, Michigan State University. So basically, kids, don't listen to your parents. Don't worry about your grades or getting an academic scholarship. Don't worry about going outside to learn a sport. Just stay in your room all day with the windows closed and play those video games, and one day you'll go to college for free.
Good news, esports fans! eFIFA World Cup is back. The event will be held this summer in London, England, from August 4th to August 8th. The cross-console competition will feature 32 of the best FIFA 21 players from around the world, battling it out for a $500,000 grand prize. Esports is the future, and the eFIFA World Cup is one of the biggest events of the year. Stream will be watching. Will you?
Pinterest is expanding further into content creator community with today's launch of a video feature called Idea Pins, aimed at creators who want to tell their stories using video, music, creative editing tools, and more. Idea Pins are a mashup of TikTok and Instagram stories. The new pins allow creators to record and edit creative videos with up to 20 pages of content, using tools like voiceover recording, background music, transitions, and other interactive elements. So now this means that I have to watch all of my new TikToks, all of my friends' Snapchat stories, watch all of their Instagram stories, and now on top of that, I gotta go watch their Pinterest idea pins? I mean, I'm gonna have to quit my job at this point just to make up for all this time.
Yes, now we can make it the Thea Show.
Okay, right, the show nobody's going to watch.
That's what we've all been waiting for, Liam. Come on. Finally, today we end on a positive note. Matt Higgins recently published an article describing a TED Talk delivered by Derek Sivers. In the speech, Sivers talks about how to start a movement. It starts with a leader with a crazy idea, but equally as important are the followers who trust that leader to guide them to success. One talented leader is not a movement, but a leader followed by a strong, passionate, and supportive team most definitely is. Stream has some strong leaders, but everyone on the team has played their part to guide us to success. We're grateful to everyone in the Stream family and look forward to a bright future together.
Aw, Thea, you're gonna make me cry. Stop.
You're so weird, Liam. Go away. Thank you for watching Stream News, and we'll see you next week.